Hi everyone! This tutorial is going to show you how to use the new final year block tool that we've put together to help you figure out where to go atlasing in the final year of the project. The first thing we're going to do is go to the Atlas homepage. So you can type in the URL ebird.org/atlasny, and that will take you to this homepage on the eBird website. Just below where it shows you your Atlas stats and the really nice photo of a breeding bird, you'll see some links down here to Atlas resources. The very first link is to the final year block tool. So we're going to click on that. It takes a second to load, but once it does, it's a pretty snappy app, and it does help provide a lot of information that you'll find very useful for this final year of the project. So the default setting is to show you a map of the entire state of New York with the blocks highlighted in different colors, showing you their priority for this final season. The base map that we have is blank right now, so in the lower left corner you can select a different map if you would like something to help guide you. So on this view, we can see here is the legend, and it shows you that the red squares are the highest priority blocks for this final year. The orange squares are the regular priority blocks. And then we have the purple squares, which are complete blocks, and the transparent squares are the non-priority blocks. So we can zoom into whatever area we like. So I happen to live just outside of Albany, so I'm going to zoom into that area. And now I'd like to be able to see this base map a little bit better. So what I can do is I can change this block opacity down in the lower right corner, and I can change that just a hair down lower to 0.7, and that allows me to see a little bit easier some of the names of the towns underneath. All right, so I live in Albany. It's pretty easy to shoot out here on I-90. So let's see what this block is here. So this is a high priority block. It's called Pattersonville Center East. And one of the things that we've added for this final year is a link here to the eBird page for that block. So if you click on that link, it's going to take you to the website, the eBird website, that shows you all of the species that have been observed in that block. And I've shown this before, but just in case you're not familiar already, you can sort by different behavior codes. You can sort by date, you can sort by species. I like to sort by this breeding evidence column, so that shows me which species are already confirmed, so I don't need to spend as much time on those. And then I can scroll down and I can see which species are listed as possible breeders, and those are the ones where I'd probably have the most chance of being able to upgrade them and confirm breeding. All right, so we'll go back to the block tool. The next thing you see here is that, like I said before, this is a high priority block. We already know that because it's a red square. And then for this final season, we are trying to target, for all the remaining blocks, we're trying to target 15 hours during the core breeding season. So that means anytime after mid-May, May 15th. And we can see that for this block, it already has 6.5 hours during the peak breeding season. So that means that we only need 8.5 hours more to go for this block. A little further down, we can download the maps for this block. So we can download the satellite map or the topo map. And that's going to go right into your downloads folder. You can open that up, and you can use that to identify what types of habitats there are in the block, how to access the block, if there's any public land, and things like that. We'll go back to the app. And then the last thing that you can do here in this pop-up window is sign up to be the principal atlaser for this block. You don't have to do that, but it's great if you can, because what that means is you're saying, yes, I commit to this block, I will make sure that it gets done, and you, the project, can try to divert your efforts somewhere else. So you can send a technician or a different volunteer or someone to a different block. They don't need to come here. So that really helps us with coordinating the project. All right, a couple other things we can do here. So you can search for whatever block you are interested in using this search tool here. And you can type in, let's see, I think there's an Omer Mountain. Let's just type in Omer. Yep, there we go. There's Omer. It'll zoom you to there. We could have typed in the whole name of the block we're interested in. So we can do Omer Mountain CE, and it'll take us straight to that single block there. It used to be you had to have an underscore here. You don't have to have that anymore. You can use a space, or you can even use a hyphen. You can also search by town, so you can type in the town that you live in, and it will show you the blocks that are nearby. There are also other views that we can use. So right now we are on the default view, which is showing you if the blocks are complete or not, and the priority. There's also the core hours map. So here I'm going to zoom out. I change it to core hours. So if you remember, I said we are searching for 15 hours. That's our target for this year, 15 hours. And so this map will show you, whoops, let me zoom out just a tad more. There we go. This map will show you how many hours each of the blocks that are remaining have in them. And so the yellow squares are the areas where we need the most effort. These are the blocks that have next to no effort in them. And then the purple squares, or the dark blue ones, are the ones where we have more hours, more effort. So they've got like 10, 12, 14 hours. So they don't need as much to finish them off. So if I'm looking at this map, I'm in Albany, I might see, oh, there's this cool purple block up here. That one has 14 hours out of 15. It needs less than an hour. So come May 15th, I can go there, I can spend an hour, I try to get as many more species as I can, and then that block is done. Whereas the blocks that are near it, that are yellow, need pretty much, well, this one needs all 15 hours. All right. Another view that I really like to use here is the transparent view. So that basically that's just going to give you the block grid. And I think that's really helpful if you are, for example, let's see, if I go to, let's try the imagery base map. This is going to show me the habitats and the roads, and I can now take a screenshot of this whole area around Saratoga and Schenectady, and that way I can see how the blocks are related to each other, where the major roads are, and I can use that to navigate when I'm in the field. All right, we also added a couple of new tabs up here on the top of this app. So let's go to the next tab. It's called High Priority Blocks. What we've done here is for all of the remaining high priority blocks, so that would be the ones that are red that we just looked at, we are showing you a table that gives you the important stats for each of those blocks. So we can find that block that we were looking at before. It's Pattersonville. And we can see right away, okay, yes, it's in Schenectady County. Yes, we have the right block. There are 8.5 hours remaining. We can go to the Atlas, the block page on the eBird portal, or we can download the maps for this block right here as well. Another thing we can do is say, okay, I think I can go a little bit further. I can go to Herkimer County. We can type in Herkimer, and that's going to pull up all the blocks that are left in Herkimer. We can sort by any of these columns. So here I'm going to sort by the number of hours remaining. And then we have the first one that comes up is this Beaver River Center East. And that one only needs 4 hours. So that is something that I could probably finish off with just one morning of effort. The same thing with this next block down here, McKeever Center East. and I can quickly click on these links and I can see everything that has been detected and recorded in these blocks, and then I can use that to figure out where I should focus my efforts. The last tab up here is the county summary, and this one shows you that same information by county. And here we can see St. Lawrence County, which is one of the largest counties in the state, also has the most amount of effort still remaining to finish this county off. So we can also, let's see here, sort by the number of blocks that are remaining. And we can see the flip side of this. We've got a number of counties that are, all the blocks are done. There's also a number of counties that only need 1 or 2 blocks. And let's look at this one here. We have, Niagara, it only needs less than 3 hours left in 1 block. I'm curious to see what that is. Let's go back to this other tab, the high priority blocks. Let's type in Niagara. There's the 1 block that's remaining. Lewiston, Center East. We can go to that page on the eBird website, or we can download the maps here. So that's how you can use those 2 tabs in tandem. And then the last thing to point out is that there is a help page, which does give you some links to the Atlas website, and it also gives you a little reminder of the order that we are prioritizing blocks for this final season. So the highest priority blocks are the red ones, which is by and large the Center East blocks. And then the regular priority blocks are the yellow ones on the map, and those are mostly the Northwest blocks. And then we have all the rest of the blocks, so the blocks that are already complete and the non-priority blocks. So if you have an option to hit up different blocks, this is the order we would ask you to target. All right, that's it for today. I hope that this tutorial helps you, and we look forward to finishing this project off with a bang. Thank you.